Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share something a little bit different. See, I've been going through some of the old videos saved on my phone and been reminiscing a little bit lately. And then I saw a video by my good friend Lynn Saga, who put together a compilation of TikToks talking about Aspec joy, including one of my own, which was really cool and a nice surprise. I didn't know that they were going to be doing that. But thinking back on those clips that I'd been looking at, I realized these are all evidence of my aspec joy. A lot of times when we talk about being aspec, we talk about the things that we don't experience or that we experience little of. And I'm speaking specifically, obviously, about sexual and romantic attraction. But there should be more attention paid to the things that we do experience, our joys, our celebrations, our experiences that mean the world to us, the things that we get up in the morning for and get excited about. Now, we do talk quite a bit about friendship and about family, about those platonic and queer platonic bonds that mean so much to us too. But there's also all these things that we go out into the world and do, the things that we love. And I want to pay some attention to some of those today. Before we jump in, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comments what your aspec joys are. What are the things that you get excited about? For me, one of those things, as you know, is writing. And we're just 20 days away now from the moment that I'm posting this video, from when Limitless comes out. And there's one clip that I'd love to include in this video today. I just have to make sure that I can get permission, so it may come up in a later video. But this past weekend, I did something that I didn't think I could do. I went to my first poetry reading, and it was a big poetry reading. It was in a very fancy hotel in downtown Milwaukee called the St. Kate. And I read my poetry in front of people, in front of strangers, on a live stream that a couple of my friends were able to check out as well. And it was a little scary, but it was awesome. And I got a really good reception, so I can't wait for all of you to check out Limitless as well. Don't forget, you can pre-order it right now. Links in the description. This book is a reflection of my experiences and of my voice, and I hope that it speaks to others who are on a similar path. Writing's how I connect with my own joy, and it's one of the things I love most about being able to share it with all of you. Now, I don't have any other clips to include about writing either, but I can definitely tell you that writing has always been a huge part of my life. It's always been a dream of mine to publish my first book, and it's one of those things that I live for it. I love working with language. I love creating characters. I love toying around with language and finding just the right words in the right moment to express how I'm feeling. And I don't know who I'd be without it. Now, with that said, I hope that you'll indulge me for a few minutes as I go through some of my other aspec joys. Music has always been one of my favorite joys. These clips that I'm showing right now are just a few of them. These first ones are from Warped Tour 2016, which I can't even believe is still on my phone. I've got Sum 41 and Yellow Card in here, and believe it or not, the reason that I'm so far back from Yellow Card is because this was moments after I had just gotten off stage myself. I'll go into that story in just a moment. But music and going to concerts with my friends has always meant the world to me. This next band, this is a band called The Maine. They're from Phoenix, Arizona, and a big influence on not just my life, but on my aspec journey, believe it or not. I went to Phoenix, Arizona to see them in their own music festival, and it was there that I had my epiphany, my moment that I figured out that I'm ace. When I said that the reason I was so far back from Yellow Card was because I had just been on stage, it was The Maine. They brought me up on stage at that Warped Tour and let me sing with the band. And that's a moment that changed my life. I've talked about my struggles with mental health. That moment gave me a purpose. It showed me that I mattered. It showed me that people, even strangers, could care about me. And I'll always be grateful to them. And finally, the biggest concert I've ever been to. This is Pearl Jam, one of my all-time favorite bands. This was at Wrigley Field, a place that I never thought I'd actually go to as a major Milwaukee Brewers fan, because Wrigley Field is enemy territory. That's the home of the Chicago Cubs, our greatest rival. But I had to see Pearl Jam, especially that week, because when I saw them, it was only 8 days after I did a tour of the recording studio where they recorded their debut album, London Bridge Studios in Seattle. I had to hear those songs in person in the same week that I got to be in the room where they recorded them. And I did. I heard them play Alive. I heard them play Jeremy. I heard them play Even Flow. Those songs are on that album and were recorded in that room that I stood in. And it was unbelievable. Getting to hear Eddie Vedder's voice in person, it still sends chills down my spine to even think I got to do that. Sports is another huge joy for me. The excitement, the sense of community, the romanticism of sports. There is a romanticism to sports, and even though I'm aromantic, I can still appreciate that. And it's all just such a powerful experience, whether it's the Brewers pulling off a big win, or the Packers making an amazing play, or, as you're seeing right here, the celebration of the Milwaukee Bucks winning Milwaukee's first championship in 50 years. I'll never forget that run. I'll never forget the moment that they won it. The people standing on street posts. The people, 60,000 of us, standing outside Fiserv Forum, plus another 20,000 inside. I've never seen my city like that, and it was one of the greatest nights of my entire life. The pure joy that I got from that night and the days that followed is irreplaceable. And then there's ComicCon. For me, conventions are more than just a fandom. They're a belonging. You go around and see people who share your passions, your energy, and it creates a sense of connection that I just absolutely love. For instance, this moment at C2E2, which was just absolutely unforgettable. Watching Christopher Lloyd, one of the greatest actors of all time, step on stage. It was like magic, like witnessing something iconic. Hearing him talk about all these roles that I grew up watching him in. From Doc Brown in Back to the Future, to Uncle Fester in Addams Family, to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, to Dennis the Menace, to things I forgot he was even in. I completely forgot about Dennis the Menace, I'll be honest with you. Comic-Con is a place that you can be yourself. A place that everybody gets to be themselves, while also simultaneously being anyone else. It's a really unique and fun experience. And if you've never tried it, but you've thought about it, I think you should try. Sometimes joy comes in moments of just solitude. There's a peace in nature. Traveling somewhere new, like this clip of a waterfall in the state of Washington on one of my Seattle trips. Or this clip from the ocean off the shores of North Carolina. These moments fill me with a kind of quiet joy. There's no pressure, no agenda, just the experience of being present. Even here, just watching the clouds go by out my window on a plane, there's something eerily beautiful about it. that calm of being in the right place at the right time to experience that. It reminds me that joy doesn't need to be big or flashy. It can simply be still, but meaningful. Then, of course, if you've ever noticed in the background of my videos, there's Pokemon. This is from a compilation video I made for TikTok of me competing at the Pokemon Regional Championships in October of 2023 in Peoria, Illinois. It's one of those things that I never thought I'd really get into, but here I am 3 years in, already planning on my 4th regional, which will be in May when the regional championships come to my city in Milwaukee. You know the best part of it? The community. The friends that I've made from other states, from other cities, who are so accepting. It's a reminder that you can find community in just about anywhere. Being Arrow Ace, it doesn't mean being isolated. It means finding people who share your interests, your excitement, and your passion. Pokemon gave me a space where I can strategize, compete, and just have fun with people who get that. The matches are usually pretty intense. I remember feeling like I had this one and then lost it. But that's what I love about it. Win or lose, it's about the experience of the challenge. And it's about the fun. I know that right now things feel very uncertain. I know that there's a lot happening in the world that can feel overwhelming. But I want to remind you that joy is still out there. It's easy to feel lost in all the chaos, to let the challenges of life push you away from your sense of self. But don't forget that you can find joy even in the smallest of moments. Whether it's music, it's sports, it's nature, something you're passionate about. Hold on to what makes you happy. Keep searching for those moments because they matter. They don't just keep us going, they remind us of who we are and what we stand for. Together, we can hold on to that joy and let it fuel us through hard times. So I want to hear from you. What brings you joy? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about all the things that make your heart sing, that get you up in the morning, that you cannot wait till the next time you experience it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss another video. And remember, Limitless is due in just 20 days. You can still pre-order right now, so check it out if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing in this time with me. Keep finding your joy in your own way. Let's continue to support each other through it all. I'll see you all in the next video.